If there was a category at the Royal for mushroom, we would not be sharing this recipe with you. It's so good.
Okay, so we're all set up here to do our crab stuffed mushrooms. So what we have here today is our 4.5 to 5 inch portobello mushrooms. They come to us from J&M Farms down in Miami, Oklahoma. So shout out to Terry and crew, and thank y'all so much for sending these yummy mushrooms to us for our shoot today. What we like to do with these is we will turn them over and poke holes in the bottom. The point of this is while they're cooking, these holes will allow the little bit of juice that we're going to put in the pan to soak up through the bottom. After you're done with that, we're just going to take some olive oil here. Make sure you do what Brad's doing first before you olive oil it, because then they're like super greasy.
We tried to inject these, and it works okay, but the mushrooms, the grain of the mushroom is so tight it just pushes the injection out. But we did realize that the holes that were left behind helped pull it back in later. So we've been doing this the last few times and have had amazing results. Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Yeah.
It's a Mario Brothers mushroom.
Kind of showing your age now, babe.
So another thing that I do is I put my finger about an inch up from the tip of the toothpick so I don't go down too far. I don't want to go all the way through, otherwise it doesn't really do its job. So there it is. My work here is done.
Thank you. So now we've got our mushrooms kind of oiled up. Babe, while I'm putting together the filling, can you get our pan ready? So we have a 9 by 13 baking dish like this. That'll be perfect for our 4 portobello mushrooms. He's going to take a stick of butter and cut the butter up to lay in like flat
That's
pats.
exactly what I was going to do because I didn't know the recipe.
Flat pats in the bottom of the pan. For the filling, we have 4 ounces of cream cheese, softened, okay? You want to be able to mash it and combine it with a spoon. 4 tablespoons of sour cream. You can also use mayo, but I prefer sour cream in this. 4 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. 2 tablespoons of parsley. We have dried parsley. 2 cloves of garlic. I use the already minced garlic. And then we have 2 teaspoons of lime juice here. Now, I'm also going to take a little bit of salt here, and I'm just kind of going to sprinkle it in. This is kosher salt. You can use sea salt, whichever you would like. Just a little bit in there. I'm going to do the same thing with some black pepper. Sprinkle a little bit, not a lot. Once we get this good and mixed up, we are going to add some lump crab meat. We have the Reese's brand lump crab meat. If you can't find this, we've used different brands as well. But just make sure it's the lump crab meat. For this amount that I'm doing here, I'm only going to use half of this.
Probably need to make another statement here. Like, imitation crab meat is not the same
Correct.
thing.
Yeah.
Do not use imitation crab meat.
I would say
difference.
don't use it, because what we're going to do here in a minute with piping this in, it won't work if you're piping. I'm going to just roughly kind of cut this in half and do half of this crab meat. We tried it with using all of it, and it gets really, really fishy kind of tasting, and that's really all you taste. You don't get to taste any of the cream cheese mixture or the flavor of the mushroom. All right, so I'm mixing all that in, making sure we get all of that yummy goodness all together. I do like to taste just to make sure. Yep, that's right. I've bought some disposable piping bags. These are amazing. Now, if you don't have this, you can use a gallon-sized Ziploc bag and push everything down to one corner and cut the tip off of the bag like that too.
But what bag do you not want to get?
You don't want to get the gallon Ziploc bags that say they sit flat, that are kind of creased in the corner, like not your traditional Ziploc bags. Those don't work very well. I have tried it. Will you hold this open for me, please, while I put
I would be happy to.
Okay. Before we put that in. We're gonna take our Smokin' Magic chicken rub and we're gonna put this on the bottom.
On the inside.
Sprinkle
Not the bottom, on the inside.
No, okay. Yes. The inside part of the mushroom. Will you cut just the tip?
Just the tip?
Just the tip. Thank you, baby. We're going to take a little bit and do in each one. You don't, just because it's bigger, want to fill it completely full of the mix. Otherwise, it's overwhelming. Like, you don't want to fill up all the sides. Now I'm going to take my spoon here, and I'm just going to kind of slowly push it around to the edges, working my way around. Man, doing 4 of these is easy. And really and truly, these could almost be a meal in and of themselves because of how large they are. This is great to do as a side. We've done it like with some grilled lobster, and this is our side. We've also just done it as like almost like an appetizer. So I make these and then I would cut them into like 8ths or 10ths depending on the size, and then stick toothpicks in them, and then people can just take them and eat them. They're really, really good.
Resist the temptation to fill this to the top with the cream cheese. Like this one was a pretty low sitting mushroom, and that's perfect. But if you get one of the higher ones here that's kind of curled over, just put the same amount in every one. It can overdo the mushroom. So this is perfect.
For the next part, we're going to use some of our panko breadcrumbs. So I've just got a little bowl and I have some Parmesan cheese. Now you notice there's Parmesan cheese on top. We're going to mix some Parmesan cheese with panko because everything's better with cheese, in my opinion. I'm going to fill halfway up there. This is your preference. If you don't want the cheese and you just want the panko, that's fine too.
Side note for the men. The panko is not in the baking out. It's with the bread. Just saying.
Brad was at the store a long time trying to find it.
I had to call for help.
Yes, he did. He had almost given up. Now I'm just going to gently mix these two together.
So the problem was I wore this shirt to the grocery store today. And I got some looks, just let me tell you. I think a few people chased me around.
Well, they might think that they're your side chick.
Maybe.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is
You're my only chick, though.
You're my only what? Rooster? Yeah, don't go there. Alright, I'm going to sprinkle this on the top here. I'm going to do a decent amount to cover it. You can kind of like, if there's a little bit of a lip, kind of push it underneath so that it gets all over. So now for the top, I go over with a smidge more salt. Then I go over with our Smokin' Magic pork rub. This brings the color. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to take our pan. I'm going to set these 4 here. Okay, so I have them about like this. I'm going to take some beef consomme. I'm not going to pour this full can in here. It's going to be too much because the mushrooms themselves have liquid in them. We've already got a stick of butter, salted butter in there. So now I'm just going to pour a little bit of this beef consomme to add some savory. I'm just adding so that it's underneath each one. So I'm going to roughly use maybe half this can. So that's about it. I don't want it to be too much because then at the end of the cook, it'll come up over the sides of these mushrooms and then totally take away from browning the top of the panko. All right, so now we've got our smoker rolling at 300 degrees. We're going to put them on there for about 45 minutes or so. We're going to watch them. We're going to check them. You can take your toothpick and see if they're softer. I'm also looking for the panko to start browning. That's when you know you got it right. And
that's what she yells at me about when we're cooking them on the smoker. Like, if I'm looking
I
at
need the panko to brown.
That's all she yells at me about is the panko brown.
All right, so let's get these guys on the smoker, and we'll see you in about 45 minutes. I like her shirts. What do you think?
Don't go to the grocery store with it.
All right, so crab stuffed mushrooms. So good. All right, are you ready to try them?
Where did we get these again?
J&M Farms out of Miami, Oklahoma. So shout out to Terry and crew. Thank you so much for sending those our way. All right, we're gonna cut into these. These could be a meal in and of themselves. Look at that. Yummy goodness.
My fork.
Okay. Sorry, I'll catch up. Cheers.
That's pretty good. There's some Mario music.
Am I Princess Peach?
Yes, come save me. Club.
Those are really good.
I'd eat it on a Sunday.
Or any day that ends in a Y.
Correct.
All right, we out?
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
That's a first. For the lunch crab meat. Oh, I left it in the fridge. Hold on.
Details.
We're gonna take a pause.
Pause break. Pause break. Pause break.